You know, it's a feeling that, you know, is like no other. You know, I think in international football, in knockout football, it's even a worse feeling because, you know, you're 30 seconds from going home, having to listen to all the rubbish, feeling like you've let a nation of people down, and in 30 seconds or one kick of the ball, everything can change. And yeah, it's a feeling that I don't like to be in, but when it's done, it feels great. So yeah, it's a habit that I've picked up from Madrid. Obviously, my game's improved a lot since I've joined, and yeah, really grateful I could bring it to this game. I think the adrenaline gets you, but it's a combination of a lot. I think, you know, you playing for England is an enjoyable feeling, but it's also a lot of pressure. You hear people talk a lot of rubbish, and you know, it's nice that when you deliver, you can give them a little bit back. You know, it's very difficult in press conferences and interviews and things like that to talk as openly as footballers want to, because they're always judged. And for me, football and being on the pitch, scoring goals, celebrating is my release. And you know, it was maybe a message to a few people, but it was a very happy moment and full of adrenaline.
Is that the best goal of your career?
Probably, yeah. It's got to be in it. It's got to be up there anyway. There's a few nice ones, you know, ones that mean a lot to me personally, like my first goal for Birmingham, Dortmund, Madrid. They're always special ones, but yeah, I think it's one that's right up there. You know, it's so important in terms of today and the mood change if it doesn't happen. So I think that yeah, it's definitely up there. Besides their goal, I thought we were pretty good, to be honest. We had a lot of control. We got into really good areas. We were dangerous. I think we still had one or two moments where we could be a little bit more clinical, but in general I thought it was a good performance from us, and obviously the main thing that we done was showed character, and that's something that, you know, I think in the qualifying games it's difficult to replicate because the opposition sometimes are of a different level and they come to Wembley with a different style, for example, and also there's a lot of chances to redeem it if you don't get a great result. But I think in knockout football, when you can produce a moment like that and everyone kind of looks around at each other and realises, wow, that's the spirit we actually have got in that team, it can help a lot. But also you don't experience things like that if you don't have the adversity of the two draws, if you don't have the adversity of going 1-0 down. So yeah, it's brilliant because it shows a reaction. I think you know what I mean by the rubbish. You know, I think, like I said, playing for England, it should be one of the most proud things of a footballer's career. But often at times it is quite difficult. You know, there's a really high, intense pressure. You know, the fans expect a lot from us, regardless of kind of what happened in recent tournaments years and years ago. So people talk a lot, and you know, I think you do have to take it personally a little bit. You know, we work so hard at this game. We come in and we train every day so hard to try and put on performances for the fans, and sometimes it doesn't go well, and sometimes feels like there's a bit of a pile on, and yeah, it's not nice to hear, but you can always use it. And for moments like that, it's nice to kind of throw it back to some people, I suppose.